Hi all, welcome to Dragon's Cave. My name's Karen. I'm going to try an experiment today. I've had a couple of issues in the past with colours fading in direct sunlight. Now, I live in Spain. The sun's pretty strong. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do two each of the teddy bears. I'm going to use a blueberry alcohol ink, sapphire blue pigment dye, a blue mica powder, and a pigment paste. I'm going to pour two of each. I'm going to put one of each tucked away in a drawer, and the other one of each will go out into direct sunlight. Well, I would say it got in the direct sunlight, but of course today would be raining. Not that it matters. It's going to be over the space of at least a week, maybe even 2-3 weeks, just to see how quickly, slowly, if at all, the colours fade. So, waffle, 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 blah, blah, blah. Need to mix up some resin to get this test going. And for that, I need my gloves. Dragon magic. Right, I've only mixed up 30 grams because teddy bears are tiny, so I'm just going to move these out of my way before I make a mess. Pour it into each. There we go. Right. So, we'll start with painting the back one, which will be the pigment paste. So I can't stand this stuff. I hate working with it. Yes, you get gorgeous colours, but I end up with it everywhere. I make such a mess. Have to stir it before you use it, because it does separate when it's sat for a while. I honestly don't know how long I've had this for. Quite a long time. Now let's get your tail out of there. Not a good plan. Oh, that's actually ample on that stick, but I've also got it all over my hands. So I can get this lid on here. Wipe my hands before I have to chase the cat away. I've already had to clean up one cat this morning when Spot decided to walk through just a tiny, tiny amount of spilled resin on the desk, but he walked through it. Because he's good at that kind of thing. And make sure that I've fully mixed it in. And that I'm in short, of course. That helps. I'm going to scrape this last little bit off there because it doesn't seem very pigmented pigment paste. So I think it's fine. I think it'll do. I do. I want to make sure there's no lumps of unmixed paste in there. Let's just hope that I've got enough in each cup. Fill the teddy bear's spice. Pokey stick. Put it right up into the ears. everywhere else it needs to go. And I will find something else to throw that into in a minute. Right, mica powder. Obviously, you won't need an awful lot because it is a very small amount of resin. I always try and remember to do my lids up straight away because if the cats don't knock it over, I will. And to make sure that all the powder is completely mixed in. You can see little blobs here and there, which I do not want to be seeing in the finished piece. And hopefully that is mixed enough. Let me get in my way to remove those. It doesn't matter if they're all shades of different shades of blue. Basically, what matters is the difference between, at the end of the experiment, between the one that stays indoors and the one that goes out. Right, pigment dye. I'm giving this a good shake. It has been shaken already, but I'm doing it again just to make sure. It says sapphire blue. I think it's more of a purpley blue, but that's about 6 drops ish. Again, doesn't matter because as long as they're the same when we start, doesn't matter how many drops I put in there. Would like it to be quite highly pigmented so that if there is any difference, it will show up more. Honestly, I'm not sure about pigment dyes. I can't recall ever having had a problem. But I do know that I've had issues with alcohol ink fading in direct sun. And for the final one, no, just did that one. Careful. Alcohol ink, blueberry. Should start out similarly coloured to that, I believe. But who knows? Just making sure it's well mixed and splattered everywhere. I think I got a bit carried away there. There's no issue at all. There we are. All of the necessary cavities filled. Cleaning off my things so I can get that off. Oh, for goodness sake, I made more mess than I cleaned up. Right, I want to get the alcohol ink off there before it dies a mat completely. I am waiting for a new mat, but there's no sign of it yet. Okay, I'm going to put these to one side to cure. I will be back when we're ready to demold. See you in a bit. Okay, these are cured now. Just going to pop them out. Now, I don't expect either the pigment paste or the mica powder to have any kind of issues at all, to be honest, in terms of fading. I don't know about the pigment dye, but look what that's done to my mold. Interesting. And also the alcohol ink, just to a lesser degree. So, yep, there we are. Now, I have got 2 bags. This bag is going to hold the indoor ones, and this is going into a drawer. This one is going to hold the outdoor ones, which I will figure out somewhere to pin them, or pin the bag, so that it has maximum sunshine. But hopefully where the cats can't get at it. So that's going to be the challenge with this more than anything else. Is keep it away from the cats. I don't want to have to start all over again. I will if the cats make me, but I'd rather not. Okay, there we are. Into the drawer, into the sunshine. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, we're ready to see what the difference is between the ones that stayed in the drawer and the ones that went outside. Now, you can tell this has been out in all weather, so I'm just going to tip this out onto here because there's still rainwater in this bag. It's been about, I think, 3 weeks, maybe 4, since I put these out. Ew. So that was the alcohol ink. Hang on a second, because I've got to check which is which here. Right, obviously that was the pigment paste. Right, so this one was the pigment dye. That was the pigment paste. And this is whatever the heck the other one thing was that I used. I don't know, was it mica powder? Anyway, so that one, no change at all. The pigment paste, again, no change that I can see. But that is the alcohol ink. And that is the pigment dye. Now, the pigment dye bizarrely got darker, where the alcohol ink. Now, I'm going to try this again, actually, because they were in the bag, they were kind of overlapping each other. And it was after like day 2, I noticed it was almost completely clear, except for this part where another piece was laying over it. But then when I separated them and made sure they weren't kind of too huddled up in the bag, that didn't change. So maybe it's to do with how long it's been cured, or how long it's been in the resin before it sees daylight. But it's very odd that it's kind of concentrated in this corner here. and the rest of it's gone completely clear. So, pigment paste, whatever this was, mica powder, I think, but I can't remember. No change at all. Pigment dye, got darker. Alcohol ink, very weird. I'll get some photos. I'll check what that was because I, for the life of me, cannot remember because it's been so long. Hope you enjoyed the experiment. Hope it encourages you to try a few of your own. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye bye.
In a quiet little corner tucked away from the light, there's a cave full of colors that glow through the night. Glitter and brushes, soft clay and lace, and the scent of sweet resin flows all through the space. In the dragon's cave where the magic flows, she dreams up the creatures the whole world knows. Frogs with crowns and fairy wings, sleepy ones on logs, each made with love and gentle hands.